Alright, so I'm out today. I ended up coming down to the farm because Hunter and I need to get some stuff done, get some spraying to get ready to plant this weekend. So I'm going to make a morning sit here. As you can tell, I'm sitting in a blind this morning. And honestly, this is totally foreign to me. I've only really turkey hunted out of a blind probably 2 to 3 times. We've always just run and gunned and tackled turkeys that way. But I've had a lot of really close encounters with gobblers chasing my bow, running and gunning. I just haven't been able to get drawn and shoot and try to film all at the same time. So since I'm down at the farm today, my plan is I'm set up in this ground blind on a spot where historically we've seen a lot of turkeys cross through here. And this year the top here is actually really green from weeds. And it's really foggy this morning. It ended up dewing a lot last night, so it's super wet. So I'm hoping that there's birds that come up here into this field to try to dry out. The sun's gonna burn off this fog, and when that does, there should be birds up in this field, strutting and whatnot. So I've got birds gobbling kind of all around me. Every once in a while, they're not gobbling as good as they would be if it wasn't so wet out. But there's a couple birds that seem pretty close, so I might be in the game. So different tactic. It's weird to be sitting here rather than just running around, but might as well try something different and see if I can get on more birds. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That bird, I literally was sitting on the floor because I was tired of sitting on my chair, and I look up right over there, and a gobbler is just strutting by the box blind over there. And it worked out perfect. He came in and he strutted literally. I had the decoy at 6 yards, and I was gonna try to shoot him before he started beating up on the decoy because I didn't want to have him spook. And so he was so close, I'm like, I'm just gonna put this pin on his head. I let it eat. I'm not even shooting decap broadheads. I'm literally just shooting just regular mechanical broadheads. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that just happened like that. That was so cool. He was literally 6 yards in front of me. And he was strutting right there. It worked out so perfect. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, I've been wanting to shoot him running and gunning, but that was cool. That's the first time I've ever had a tom come in strutting like that. And that was the coolest thing. I hope the footage does it justice, because, oh, that was so cool. I couldn't even film him for the longest time because the camera's on the tripod and I'm self-filming, and oh man, let's go show you guys this bird. Well guys, here he is, and I don't even know what to say, honestly. I was setting up in the blind right behind me. I was getting really impatient, but Hunter was gonna be here probably within the next 30 minutes. We were gonna get to work on the farm here, get some of these weeds sprayed and prep for planting. And I've been doing some light calling probably every 10-15 minutes, just to emulate you know, just turkeys out in this field over here. And I had some birds fire off to my right. There was some down at the bottom over there, and then some behind me. And they weren't really none of them were really very close, but they weren't gobbling very much because it dewed really heavy last night, a lot of fog. And so the birds have been just really quiet this morning. I was honestly not thinking really much was gonna happen. Historically, what we found out, this is a pretty good spot. Dad killed a bird right behind the shadow hunter over there last year. And then this year, he shot one last weekend, just right over here, I think. And this hunter actually had an encounter with a tom right over here as well. So this spot is really good, just like a transition. It seems to be like a late morning transition. Most of the turkeys don't really seem to actually roost on us around this field. They all seem to roost on the neighbors, and then they'll eventually work their way over. And that's what this bird did here. And I was actually honestly shocked when I was sitting on the floor of the ground blind, just kind of hanging out, almost about ready to fall asleep and take a nap. And I decided, you know, I'm gonna look out in the field quick. And I look up, and right next to the shadow hunter blind over there, there was a tom just standing there strutting all puffed up. I'm like, no way. And I didn't get really any footage of him until he came in fairly close to the blind, just because I couldn't get the camera off the tripod and I was worried about spooking him. And so he ended up coming in. He had no hens, and he came in right to the decoy setup. And we have the funky chickens just because they're easy to carry, and then I just had an old hen decoy that we have, and we don't really use decoys that much, but with a field setup like this, it worked perfect. And with bow hunting, I wanted to try to take their attention away from me so I could draw and you know, try to get a shot at them. And the bird ended up coming in perfect. I hope it's on camera. I really hope the camera worked out. It's hard to film in any blind, and that blind has a couple dead spaces in it that's hard to film and self-film. But he ended up coming in puffed up and was looking at the funky chicken, and he was like about to whoop up on it, but like I thought he was hesitant to do it. And so I figured, well, now is the best time as ever. So I'm just gonna draw on this bird and you know, shoot him in the face, because he was close enough to shoot him in the face. He was like 5 yards away. So I figured, hey, might as well put the pin on his head and let it eat. And that's what it did. And he dropped like like I shot him with a shotgun. That's probably one of the coolest encounters I've had turkey hunting so far. And you know, I didn't want to hunt out of a blind, honestly. But after doing that, that was a lot of fun. That was cool to see him that close and have the animal that close. It was honestly something I'll never forget. It's been a fun ride, honestly. I always hate to tag out, but this one feels really good. Just because the fact that I've been hunting a lot of the mornings, trying to get into birds, running and gunning, having a lot of close encounters, just not been able to seal the deal. And that's why I jumped in the blind this morning. And I was able to come out and seal the deal. I don't know what else to say. It was a blast. That was cool. It was a fast encounter, a lot faster than I imagined. But man, I'm happy it all worked out, and I'm happy that I was able to put this turkey down fast and, you know, obviously not wound him with a bow. So super sweet and super impressed on how my arrow setup did. Like I said, I'm just running a regular mechanical head. It's Wasp jackhammers. They were the cheapest pack of 3 I could get in 125s, so I figured, hey, might as well, because I'm probably going to be missing a lot. And the first arrow I shoot blew, dropped him, and then it buried in the dirt way out there, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, this is actually the same arrow that I shot my buck with too, so fun fact, this is becoming a pretty good arrow, I'd say. So yeah, I'm gonna put the tag on this guy and pack everything up and get out of here. So man, that's just insane. That was such a cool hunt, and I hope the footage does it justice, because it went from like boring, almost taking a nap, to I just shot a turkey in the face real quick. Well guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Unfortunately, I was having issues with my GoPro and audio, but Hunter ended up coming out and we weighed the turkey. He was 25.7 pounds and he was 49.5-inch long bird. So awesome hunt, something I'll definitely never forget. If you guys liked the video, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and to subscribe. We've got a lot more tags left, and we should be able to get after more turkeys here in the next couple weeks, and it should be a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, everybody. Get out there, have fun, and stay safe, and we'll see everybody in the next one.